Hello everyone, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Yes, my dear, once again I Aarti Tiwari, your EVS teacher, in front of you with the revision. Yes, my dear students, I already started the revision, and in my previous lectures you have seen twice revision of chapter number 1, revision of chapter number 2. Right, so this lecture is the last lecture before the half yearly examination. This is your last lecture before the half yearly examination. So I am going to cover your chapter number 3 as well as chapter number 4. Chapter number 3, 4 we will discuss today. If I have some time, then we will discuss on chapter number 5 also. It is depends on the time. Okay, so let us begin. Yes, dresses, we need clothes to cover our body. Yes, we all need clothes to cover our body to protect ourselves from all type of season, whether it is cold, rain, wind and insect bites. And clothes looks us make smart and decent. When we will wear good clothes, we feel very confident, we feel very good, right? So pupil eat different type of food. Yes, pupil are eating different types of food as well as they are adopting the different kinds of clothing habits also. The dressing habits of pupil depends on the climate of an area. ठीक है? The dressing habits of pupil depends on the climate of an area. किसी भी एरिया की जो क्लाइमेट है बेटा उसके अकॉर्डिंग ड्रेसिंग हैबिट्स होती है. सम ड्रेसेस आर वेरी कॉमन all of in our country. What is the common dress for women in our country? Yes, sari. Sari is the most common dress for women in India. Apart from these, we have some many more traditional outfit which we women are following. So salwar kameez, dupatta, ghagra kurta odni, ghagra choli, ghagra blouse odni, lehenga chunni odni, mandu blouse and trousers and skirts. These all are the traditional dresses, but we all are not wearing the traditional dresses. है ना? We all are wearing the some modern dresses also. Culture we adopted from the western side, है ना? As well as we adopted their dressing habits also. So women are wearing not only sari, not only salwar kameez, not only suit, but they are wearing the jeans and top, jeans and skirt and frock, evening gowns and many more dresses, right? So when we will talk about the dresses of man, the traditional dress, the traditional outfit for man in India is dhoti kurta and kurta pajama. धोती कुर्ता एंड कुर्ता पैजामा और कुर्ता लुंगी. दिस इज द ट्रेडिशनल आउटफिट फॉर मैन इन इंडिया. बट all the times we are not wearing the traditional dresses. Then what we are wearing? Yes, we are wearing the chudidar pajama and kurta, achkan and all, है ना? Apart from these, we also wearing the modern dresses also, like shirts, jeans, trousers, shorts, track suits and all. So these all are the some modern dresses, types of some modern dresses which men's and women's both are wearing accordingly, right? So when we will discuss about some dresses, so here some common dresses of man and women's of India are given in your book. Okay, in Tamil Nadu the lungi is called what? Yes, vesti. The lungi is called vesti. And in Jammu and Kashmir, both the man and the woman, they are wearing the long loose coat which is called farran. And as like the outfit men's are also wearing the headwear. They are wearing the different kinds of headwear. So Punjabi men's are wearing the turban. वो लोग पंजाबी लोग पगड़ी पहनते हैं. राजस्थानी लोग भी पगड़ी पहनते हैं, but that पगड़ी is very colorful. And people, those who are living in Himachal Pradesh, they are wearing the woolen caps with beautiful embroidery. Himachal Pradesh people, those who are living in Himachal Pradesh, they are wearing the headwears, woolen cap with beautiful embroidery, right? And when we will talk about Gujarat, so men of Gujarat, those who are living in the Gujarat, they are wearing the Gandhi cap, Gandhi topi, right? So this is the about the headwears. Now there are many tribes living in different parts of country. They have their traditional dresses and customs. Man and woman, Nagaland, Manipur, Mizoram, Tripura, Arunachal Pradesh, Meghalaya wear their traditional dress. Yes, when we will talk about ourselves, then we will follow the traditional culture as well as modern culture. Both the cultures we will follow, and we will wear the both kinds of dresses. But when we will talk about the tribes, the Adivasis, Hana, so what they will wear, usually they are not following our culture. They are not following modern culture. Then what they are following? They are following their culture, their own cultures, the tribes' culture. So according to their culture, according to their systems, according to their custom, they will wear their outfits, and they will dance accordingly. They will dance accordingly, है ना? And they have some special folk songs, and they have some special folk dance also. They always believes in their own culture, their own traditionals. They are not believing in my culture, they are not believing in your culture. They are believing in their culture. That's why they are wearing according to their culture. They are wearing the dress according to their culture. They always follow their folk dance, their folk songs. Right? Now we will discuss about special dresses. On special occasion like wedding parties, people wear formal dresses. In these include silk sarees, suits and sherwanis. The bride and bridegroom always wear special dresses. Yes, there are two special days is in everybody's life. First one is birthday and second one is wedding, and both the days we always wear the different kinds of clothes. We always wear the shiny, bright colors, shiny dresses, bright costumes. So in this category, women are wearing the Banarsi, Kanjivaram sari and the chickens, kurtas and all, and men are wearing the chicken kurta and the lungidar pajama with nice sherwani or achkan, right? So this is all about the dresses. Now we will discuss about the exercise. Yes, so first exercise, take the correct option. See dear students, everything I will do orally, because if I will do on the board, then it will take much of time, and this time I don't have much of time. I have to cover all the 2 or 3 chapters, chapter number 3 as well as 4 also, right? So pick the correct option. That's why I took these some important things, some important factors of the chapter, and I read and explained to you, right? Because I personally realized that I explained each and everything very deeply, very deeply. That's why this time I took some special features, some special points, and I discussed. Right? Okay. Now take the correct option. The most common dress of Indian women is, yes, sari. Sari is the most common outfit for women in India. Number 2, Mantu blouse is common dress for women in Kerala. Number 3, in Tamil Nadu, the lungi is called what? Vesti. Farran is usually worn by the Kashmiri people. Both man and woman both are wearing. Number 5, Kanjivaram is famous for sari. Yes, Kanjivaram is a kind of cloth material that is famous for sari. Now, exercise number B, true and false. Clothes makes us look smart and decent. Yes, this statement is completely true. When we will wear clothes, we feel smart. We feel confident. Salwar kameez is popular dress for man. No, this statement is wrong. Salwar kameez is famous in women, not men. People of Punjab wear colorful turbans. Yes, this statement is right. All the men, those who are Punjabis, those who are Sardars, they are wearing the turbans. People of Gujarat cover their head with Gandhi caps. Yes, people of Gujarat, they covered their head with Gandhi caps. And children wear uniforms in school. Yes, you all are the children, and when you will come to school, definitely you will come in your school uniform. Right? Now fill in the blanks. We need dash to cover our body. What we need? Yes, we all need clothes to cover our body. The dressing habits of people depends on climate. The dressing habits of people, it depends on climate. Turban is used as man's headwear. The cap of Himachal Pradesh is famous for embroidery. Okay, nurse and doctors wears special uniform. Okay, so here we are completed. Tick the correct option, true, false, and fill in the blanks. Now I am not going to discuss about question and answers because question and answers are not going to come in your example. But if you want to read, if you want to learn, you can learn it, no problem from my side. Now we will discuss on chapter number 4, are festivals. Chapter number 4 are festivals. Usually we human beings are celebrating 3 kinds of festival: national festival, religious festival, and harvesting festival. In our country, India is a very big and diversified country, and we all are celebrating many kinds of festival. In this we made 3 categories: national festival, religious festival, harvesting festival. So there are 3 national festivals which we are celebrating in our country: Independence Day, Republic Day, Gandhi Jayanti. Right? So Independence Day we all are celebrating on 15th August 1947, and we got independence from British rule. We got independence from British rule, and the main function of Independence Day is held on Delhi. Prime Minister of India hosts the national flag at the Red Fort and address to the people from Red Fort. Okay, so main function is held on where? Held on Red Fort, and Prime Minister will host the flag and address to the people. When we will talk about the Republic Day we all are celebrating on 26 January, and 1950 we got our own constitution, we got our own power of equality, fraternity. Right? Now a grand parade is held on Vijay Chowk. विजय चौक पर बहुत बड़ी परेड होती है, बहुत सारी झांकियाँ होती हैं और बहुत सारे बच्चे पीटी परफॉर्म करते हैं. जो रिपब्लिक डे होता है बेटा, उस दिन पर बहुत ह्यूज सेलिब्रेशन होता है और राष्ट्रपति भवन को भी बहुत सुंदर सुंदर लाइट्स से सजाया जाता है. ओके, so Gandhi Jayanti, now we will discuss about on Gandhi Jayanti. Yes, we all are celebrating Gandhi Jayanti on 2nd October, and we are remembering the sacrifice of Mahatma Gandhi, who was the great leader of India. Right? And by Mahatma Gandhi there were lots of movement run by Mahatma Gandhi to get the freedom. He was the freedom fighter, greatest freedom fighter of our country. apart from 3 national festivals, we all are celebrating Children's Day as well as Teachers Day. Children's Day, on this day we Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, who was the first Prime Minister of our country, we all are celebrating his birthday as a Children's Day because he loved to kids. That's why we all are celebrating his birthday as Children's Day on 14th November. Now Teachers Day. As like Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, we all are remembering Dr. Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan on 5th of September, and he said that if you want to remember me, if you want to remember my good things, then celebrates my birthday as a Teacher's Day. That's why we all are celebrating his birthday as a Teacher's Day on 5th of September. Now we will discuss about some religious festival in this category. Dashera. Yes dear students, next week you will celebrate the Dashera festival. So Dashera festival means we will do the worship of goddess Durga, है ना, and the program of Ram Leela will held on 9 days, 9 nights, and 10th day we will celebrate the Vijayadashmi, Dashera celebration, है ना. And that day क्या करते हैं हम, रावण, मेघनाथ और कुंभकर्ण, इन तीनों की इफिगीज, पुतले जलाते हैं. And we feel that good always victory over bad, over evils, right? Okay, now we will discuss about Diwali. Yes, Diwali festival is the festival of light, and Diwali comes after 20 days of Dashera, and Diwali makes the return of Lord Rama to Ayodhya after 14 years exiles. On Diwali, people will decorate their houses with lots of lights, clays, lamps, and we make big and colorful rangoli in front of our house, and we worship of goddess Lakshmi as well as Lord Ganesha. And children's let off the crackers. Children's love to burn the crackers, and businessman celebrates Diwali as a New Year's. वो अपने बही खाते भी उस दिन लिखना शुरू करते हैं. Right now we will talk about the Eid. Eid ul-Fitr is the important festival of Muslim people. It comes after the holy month of Ramzan. The Muslim keep fasting during 1 month. They fasting whole month, and then Eid will come, and on that day people will wear the new clothes. They will go to the mosque. They will do the group prayer, and we call that prayer namaz, right? And they embrace each other and said Eid Mubarak, Eid Mubarak. And the special dish is made on this day is Sivaiya. Meethi Sivaiya is especially cooked for this day only, right? Now we will discuss about the Christmas. Christmas is also the most precious festival for Christian people. Those who are believing in Christian communities, they are celebrating this festival. And on 25th of December to mark the birthday of Jesus Christ, we are remembering the sacrifice of Jesus Christ. That's okay. So what they are doing, people decorating their houses, wearing new clothes, they gather around the trees and sing chorals, and they also go to the church at midnight to offer the prayer. And cakes and puddings are made on this day. Children believe that Santa Claus brings gift for them at night. This is the celebration of Christmas. See all the festivals, all the birthdays of, whether we will talk about Janmashtami or we will talk about Jesus Christ's birthday, we decorate our house and we follow our rituals. जो भी हमारी rituals हैं बेटा, हम सब उस दिन उन सारे rituals को follow करते हुए celebrate करते हैं. Now we will discuss about the Guru Parv. Guru Parv is celebrated to mark the birthday of Sikh Gurus. On Guru Parv, people go to Gurudwara and offer prayers, and processions are taken out from the langars and organized and the Gurudwaras. Special Kara Prasad is prepared on distribution to the people in the langar. Okay, now we will talk about the harvesting festival. Harvesting festival means when the crop is ready to harvest, then we will celebrate this festival, and in this category we will celebrate Holi, Pongal, Onam, Baisakhi and Bihu. They are the important harvest festival of India. So first we will discuss about Holi. Holi is celebrated in the month of February or March. It marks the end of winter. Holi is called the festival of colors. People spray colored water and gulal on each other, and they sing and they dance and beating the drums. Okay, now Pongal. Pongal is harvesting festival of Tamil Nadu. Pongal is harvesting festival of Tamil Nadu. It falls in the month of January when rice crop is ready for harvesting. They will celebrate this festival when they will get the rice crops. Rice is the most staple food of our country, and rice is the most grown food in all over the world. Pongal is 3 days festival. How many days they are celebrating Pongal? 3 days. People worship of sun god and the mother cow on these days and prepare Pongal rice from newly harvested rice and jaggery. So people, those who are celebrating the Pongal festivals, they are making the food which is न्यूली राइस, जो उनके नया जो राइस निकला है उस राइस से और जैगरी से मिलाकर वो एक स्पेशल डिश तैयार करते हैं. नाउ वी विल डिस्कस ऑन ओनम. ओनम इज द हार्वेस्ट फेस्टिवल ऑफ केरला. वेयर इज ओनम सेलिब्रेटिंग? ओनम इज सेलिब्रेटेड बाय द पीपल ऑफ केरला. It falls in the month of August or September. It falls in the month of August or September. Decorate of elephants can be seen in this big procession, and the big famous snake boat race. Snake boat race is held on Onam, and Onam is the harvesting festival of Kerala. Right? Now we will discuss about Baisakhi. Baisakhi is also a harvesting festival of Punjab, and it is celebrated in the month of April, and they express their joy. They beat the dhols and drums, and they will perform their famous dance which is called Bhangra. For men Bhangra, and for women Gidda. For men Bhangra and for women Gidda. Right? Now we will discuss about Bihu. Bihu is the harvesting festival of Assam. Young boys and girls in colorful dresses perform Bihu dance on this day. Beside these festivals, people also celebrates many other festivals. A list of some important festival is given below. Raksha Bandhan is festival of brothers and sisters. Basant Panchami is celebrated in the honor of goddess Saraswati. Mahashivratri is celebrated in the honor of Lord Shiva. Janmashtami is the birthday of Lord Krishna. Navratri is celebrated in the honor of goddess Durga. We should celebrate the festival. Festival teaches us to live together happily and peacefully. So here we are finishing the chapter. I go very fast because I made you learn so many things about the chapter. And this is not time to go very deeply. This is time to revise all the things, whatever things we learnt in the chapters, right? So now we will discuss about the exercise. Exercise number 1, pick the correct option. Number 1, when did India became a republic? So what is the right answer? 1950. Option B is the right answer. We got republic on 1950. We also call Mahatma Gandhi. Yes, we call Mahatma Gandhi to Bapu also. Okay, we celebrate Children's Day on 14th November. 14th November is the day when we celebrate Children's Day. Which festivals comes after 20 days of Dashera? Yes, Diwali is the festival which comes after 20 days of Dashera. Which festival is celebrated on 15th December? Christmas. Okay, Christmas is the festival when we Christian people are celebrating on 25th of December. Now true false. India became independent on 1947. Yes, this statement is completely true. It is completely right. We got freedom from British rules on 1947. The Muslim keep fasting during Ramzan. Yes, all the Muslim community keep fasting on the festival of Ramzan, month of Ramzan. Baisakhi is the harvesting festival of Punjab. Yes, Baisakhi is the harvesting festival which is celebrated by the Punjabi people in Punjab. Snake boat race are held on Pongal. This false. Snake boat race is held on Onam, not Pongal. Pongal is celebrated by Tamil Nadu people and Onam is celebrated by Keralian people. And Janmashtami is the birthday of Lord Krishna. Yes, this statement is true. Now match the column. This is very easy. On one side names of the festival and second side names of the states are given. You can match it. Durga Puja is held on West Bengal. Onam is the favorite festival of Kerala. Pongal is the favorite. Pongal is celebrated in Tamil Nadu. Bihu is the Assam and Baisakhi is celebrating in the Punjab. Right? So once again here I am not going to discuss on the question and the answers because question and answers are not going to come on the half yearly exam. Okay, so few 5 or 10 minutes are remain for my lecture, so I will revise some important factors of chapter number 5 are occupation. So I will write chapter number 5 also. See, occupation is a daily activity which we perform to earn money, to earn money. Okay, so in this category, we will discuss about farming. 70% of Indian people, they are living in the village, so they adopted farming as an occupation. And farmer needs always flat land and fertile soil to farming to grow good crops. And some many more occupation is related with the farming only, like dairy farming, poultry farming. These two also related with the farming. So dairy farming में क्या होता है, हम जानवरों को पालते हैं, है ना, और स्पेशली cow, buffalo and bullocks, because they all are comes in the dairy farming, right? So cow and buffalo, they give us milk and we can get so many things from milk. We get curd, we get butter, we get cheese and many more things from the milk only. This is the dairy farming. And bullock is used to plug the field. In the same category, we will keep our farms on sheep also. Sheep reared the wool and we get eggs and meat from hens and ducks. So this is comes in the poultry farming. Now cotton grown in farmer is used to make the clothes and textile means. I told you that we have two types of crops. First one is cash crops, second one is food crops. Food crops means the entire food of the nation. And in food crops category, rice, wheats and all types of grains and cereals will come. And when we will talk about the cash crops, this category is very big. This list is very long. In this category, all types of fruits, vegetables, dry foods, teas, coffee beans, rubbers and many more things will come. Cotton, sheep, cotton, wool, all these things will come in the cash crops category. Cash crops means we can use for commercial purpose. हम उसको cash crop को खेतों में से निकाल कर सीधे मंडियों में ले जाकर बेच देते हैं और हमें पैसे मिल जाते हैं. That is cash crops. Okay, so as like all these things some people are doing the job in the forest also. So forest based occupation, some parts of our country have forest, many people work in this forest. Some people collect gum, honey, herbs, lax, rubbers and trees. Yes, some pupils are doing the job in the forest areas. So what they are doing, they are collecting the honey, they are collecting the rubber, they are cutting the woods, and woods is the most precious things which we can get from the forest only, because we all need the furniture in our daily life, and we get furniture from the trees only. And one more thing, papers. Yes, जो पेपर होते हैं ना बेटा, जो बुक का पेज हो या कॉपी का पेज हो, वो सब झाड़ों से बनता है, पेड़ से बनता है, ट्रीज से बनता है, उसकी लुगदी से बनता है. ठीक है, दैट्स व्हाई योर पेरेंट्स एंड टीचर्स आर सेइंग टू यू, डू नॉट वेस्ट द पेजेस. ओके, so as like forest occupation, we will discuss about the fishing occupation. ठीक है, fishing is the most important occupation in coastal areas. Fish are rich in proteins. Okay, and people, those who are living in the coastal area, they adopted the piscicultures. Fish farming they adopted as the pisciculture. Pisciculture means they have a small tank. In that tank वो बहुत सारी fishes को रखते हैं, उन्हें खाना खिलाते हैं, और फिश, वो वाली फिश बेबी फिश को जन्म देती है. दैट इज द पिसिकल्चर. नाउ वी विल डिस्कस अबाउट माइनिंग. माइनिंग मीन्स धरती के अंदर भी बहुत सारे मिनरल्स होते हैं, बहुत सारी चीज़ें होती हैं जो हमें खोदने पर, हमें खुदाई करने पर मिलती हैं. In some places in India, minerals such as iron, coal, mica, copper are found. They need to be dug out from deep inside the soil. The digging up the minerals from earth is called mining. The digging up in the earth is called mining. ज़मीन के अंदर जो लंबी सुरंगें बनाते हैं उनको mining कहते हैं. It is main occupation of people in areas which are rich in minerals. People, those who are living in that areas where the minerals are in rich quantity, especially they are doing this kinds of job. They are doing the job in the mining. वो खदानों में काम करते हैं. Different kinds of metals, fuels, chemicals are taken out from the minerals. Metals are used to make the object like railway, coaches, cars, machine, papers, utensils, needle and many more metal based. बेटा ज़मीन के अंदर बहुत सारा फ्यूल होता है, बहुत सारे तरह के मेटल्स होते हैं, और उन्हीं मेटल से ही सारी की सारी चीज़ें बनती हैं. अगर हम आयरन इंडस्ट्रीज़ की बात करें, अगर हम स्टील इंडस्ट्रीज़ की बात करें, तो ये सारी की सारी मेटल ही हैं, एक तरह का मेटल ही हैं. और जितनी भी बड़ी बड़ी चीज़ें हैं, चाहे वो एरोप्लेन हो, ट्रेन हो, बस हो, घर में यूज़ करने वाले यूटेंसिल्स हो, सब के सब मेटल से, धातुओं से बनते हैं. Right, and we get all these minerals inside the earth, and we will dig the earth very deeply. Okay, now here teamwork. Teamwork क्या होता है? Teamwork means whatever work we are all are doing, we have to do in the team only. हमें ग्रुप में काम करना चाहिए, हमें ग्रुप में रहना चाहिए. Human being is a social, हम एक सामाजिक प्राणी हैं, and we need society to live in. और कुछ काम ऐसे भी होते हैं जो इंसान खुद से करता है, सेपरेट करता है. ओके, सो दिस इज ऑल अबाउट दी चैप्टर नंबर 3, 4 and 5. नाउ क्विकली आई विल टेक द रिकैप ऑफ द एक्सरसाइज. I will start with take the correct option. What is the main occupation of people living in village? Yes, farming is the main occupation. Those who are living in village areas. Which animal is used to plough field? Bullock cart. Sheep are reared for wool. Dairy farming is associated with the production of milk, and fishing is mostly done in coastal areas. Okay, so now true and false. Exercise number C. We need money to fulfill our basic needs. Yes, this statement is completely true. We cannot get anything without money. जीने के लिए पैसा बहुत ज़रूरी है. All people in India do the same job. False. No, different pupils are doing the different kinds of job. Right? Forests give us many useful things. Yes, it is true. Rearing of fish is called pisciculture. Yes, rearing of fish is called pisciculture. Right, so here we are finishing all the revision of chapter number 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and I am hoping that you all kids will do the best job. You will give your 100% good. So all the best from my side. This is your last lecture which you are going to see before your half yearly exam. एंड हाफ ईयरली एग्जाम का जो पैटर्न है बेटा, उसमें 10 आपको फिल इन द ब्लैंक्स आएंगे, 10 ट्रू फॉल्स आएंगे और 20 MCQs आएंगे. MCQs मीन्स मल्टीपल चॉइस क्वेश्चन, जहाँ पर एक क्वेश्चन के एक से ज़्यादा ऑप्शन रहेंगे. लाइक कौन बनेगा करोड़पति, KBC, उसमें से आपको एक सही को चूज़ करके उस पर क्लिक करना है. ठीक है. सो योर दिस एग्जाम इज़ नॉट गोइंग टू वेरी डिफिकल्ट फॉर यू. दिस इज़ वेरी ईजी टू यू, बट this is my request to you, read each and every chapter very carefully. Chapter reading is must. Okay, so all the best from my side. Till then, bye bye, have a nice day and happy Dussehra to all of you. Bye bye. Good.